We're back, and we're back to XP Galore. We are your hosts. I am Captain Stigma.
I'm their Captain Thrustywood.
And I am Captain Cunningsworth.
And today we're going to continue our adventure. We're so lost, the most terrible pirates ever, together. And we're all apparently captains. Doesn't make sense.
It's kind of indicative of how the job market was in America, right? Like everybody's got these high I should call it highly expensive degrees and like these old job qualifications, and the jobs aren't there anymore. So it's like we're all like we're all like four managers. We're all like four managers in one store, and everyone's just like trying to give us a role so that we don't take a pay cut.
They're making up roles for us. You are the captain of the dairy section, of the store. It doesn't make sense.
I didn't know this, but there's actually a new position in corporate offices called the CVO, which is the Chief Visionary Officer.
That sounds great.
Oh.
That's what you're going for?
No. They basically build the vision of the company. It's no joke. It's an actual freaking title.
All right, so I'm Dr. Stigma then.
I
That's
feel
my
like
title now.
So when I used to work for Sprint, I remember one of the corporate stores that I worked in actually did have like most retail stores like that. You've got a manager and then you've got an assistant manager, right? Just one, like most retail stores. Manager. Well, I mean, in the building, in the four walls,
How I like to call it, ass manager.
Ass manager.
Yeah, it's abbreviation.
Oh, okay. So this corporate store I worked at had two assistant managers, one for
ass managers. Two ass managers.
Yes, one for the front of the store, like the actual customer facing side, and then one in the back room that would do like be in charge of like shipments coming in and everything. And this was not a big store.
This sounds so sexual. I'm thinking everything you're saying just sounds wrong. Go ahead, continue.
So and I found out that the reason that was the case is because like they had these two qualified individuals, and one of them refused to like be a salesperson, and so they created this like other position for him to be in like the operational side of the business, to where he would like, you know, check in all of the boxes coming in and doing it like that, making it sound like we had this big factory operation going, and it's literally just a medium-sized cell phone store.
Okay, so everybody pause, rewind, and start listening to the story. When Marcus explained this, it all sounds sexual to me. I don't know why. It's funny. Check it out. Go ahead, continue.
No, I'm not going to tell the story again.
No, your words, the words, I'm telling you, it's like double meaning the whole entire time. It was pretty good.
Sir, are you okay?
I'm impressed.
Do we need to get you? Do we need to get you on Tinder or something?
No, I got caffeine. I'm a little sleepy, but it's just once I said ass manager, it just went downhill after that.
Oh,
He went to his giggle box.
Yeah, I went to my giggle silly box. So my apologies. Continue.
Well, I mean, that was it for my story. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our most recent episode here. The date is July 11th, 2021. We are continuing our adventures on this Pirates Life DLC. We had a lot of fun. We screamed at each other a lot in the last segment. You know, we're looking forward to fun adventure times for all that. We hope all of you are having a safe and amazing weekend / week / just time wherever you're at.
Yes.
So we already know that you're tired, Rolf, but like other than that, how are you, buddy? What are you playing? What are you doing in life? What's up?
Okay, so I've been very tired and I've been playing very bad, naughty games, guys. I'm sorry. So my mind is in the gutter. Started out with Grand Theft Auto. I was trying to play the story mode. And then, wait, listen. Then I'm playing Saints Row 4. That game is super silly. And then I started playing No More Heroes on the Nintendo Switch. And all these games are pretty naughty games. Very violent too. So my mind's in the gutter. So I
See,
apologize for that in advance.
when you said naughty games, I was thinking like,
Naughty Dog? So no?
no, like
No, I'm
like
not playing those type of naughty games. No,
like Leisure Suit Larry and
I've never
games like
played
that.
it, and it looks not interested.
Like some of
No, he
those
was
like
talking about
adults only games that you can get off of Steam.
Yeah.
Oh no. That sounds too. I don't know. That doesn't sound like fun at all.
I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about he blew the dust off his old PS2 and booted up
Yeah,
Portable
I thought you were gonna say penis.
Sir, are you okay?
No.
Okay. Daily,
help, guys.
Daily, tell us what you're up to. What have you been playing? What's good?
I've just been playing Warzone, just chilling out with my buddies, playing some Madden. I got a beta code for the new Madden coming out, so I'm playing that and then giving them my feedback.
Sports ball.
Yeah. So I got a beta code to use until the 17th, so I've been using that. And of course you can't, when you sign the rights to do a beta test, you can't expose any of the information out. It looks okay. It just needs some fine tuning, but so I've been playing that, playing all the modes on that, and giving them a feedback with the game.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got it selected, so I feel pretty cool about it. Yeah, so that's just what I've been doing. What about you?
Well, before we discuss me, like, don't leave us hanging. Last week when we talked, you had this 8-mile run that you were gonna do. Did you do that?
Oh yeah.
Did you throw up?
No, it was easy.
Did you get tired?
I mean, I always get tired.
Did your legs get like sore and you couldn't walk the next day?
No, I was fine. Just carried
Oh
on.
man, you're
Carried
a
on like
monster.
Carried on like nothing was wrong.
He's a monster. He's not a person.
No,
and then
he's just a big fitness guy.
I wish I can do that.
Anybody can do it. It's not.
I wish I can like rent out my body to like cybernetically, like just somebody takes over my body and works out for me.
Oh,
That'd be great.
Rolf, did you see that Italy finally won their first European Cup today? They beat England.
What? Just because I'm Hispanic, did
No,
you assume that I watch this?
You talked
I don't know.
about soccer.
I don't know
talked about-
sports.
You talked about soccer. Don't give me that.
I call everything. What was it? That's actually football, all right, sir. It's football. I heard. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
The first time in 55 years, which is pretty cool.
It is cool. I have an employee at work that told me he was excited about it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't watch sports. But that's the ultimate sport if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It all over the world. It's the one sport that everyone around the world plays and compete against one another, and that's kind of cool. And I think that's super exciting, super amazing. But it can get a little crazy. There's a lot of hardcore fans out there.
Yeah.
No, don't go to Brazil or Mexico.
Woo!
I've been wanting to go see a soccer game in Nashville. Our Nashville soccer club is really ramped up and they're like doing season tickets and that kind of thing, and I've been wanting to actually go to a game. They always seem to do games on the nights that I'm doing things, but I would like to go to one just one time. I've been to several hockey games, and for those of you who may not be hockey fans, Nashville's team, the Nashville Predators, I won't say they're like the best, but they got some good recognition, especially a couple years ago. I think they were in the finals for the Stanley Cup.
Ooh.
And then our football team, the Tennessee Titans, not so much.
They're doing all right. They made it to the AFC playoffs.
Sports ball.
Yeah, they made it to the playoffs last year.
But I've seen...
You guys might as well start talking a different language because I don't know what you guys are saying.
Anyways, the point is, I've seen a Nashville hockey game. I've seen a Nashville football game. So I would like to see a Nashville soccer game next.
Yeah, we have
cool.
we have the Seattle Sonics here.
Sonics?
Sorry, the Seattle Timberwolves. Portland Timberwolves. Jesus Christ, I can't think right now.
Oh my god, how many?
And they're pretty good. They're all right. They're a decent soccer team. They made it to the cup not too long ago.
So what's their championship trophy? What is it called?
Oh, fuck.
For each sport. For each sport.
It's the MLS. I think it's the MLS Cup.
Yeah, I don't know what it is for like American soccer. I know. Well, so for football, it's the Super Bowl, right?
Okay, what do they get? An actual Super Bowl? Do they actually get a Super Bowl, like a bowl?
Can't tell if you're being serious or not.
You know what's sad? I'm being very
No,
serious.
they get.
Is
They
it like
get.
a Super Bowl, like they put the
Is
punch
it?
in it and they all
It's.
get to drink together or something?
It's the Vince Lombardi, right? Isn't it the
Wait,
Vince?
I remember a bowl with a football in it. Is that true?
That's American football.
That's what we're discussing. Yeah, but the name of the trophy they actually get in the Super Bowl,
Lombardi, the
it's
Lombardi
the
trophy.
Vince Lombardi trophy. Yeah. Okay.
Was it like a shape of a dude?
Would you shut the? Oh God.
It's a football that is on about a 2-foot podium.
Okay.
And it's silver.
Yes.
But it's not a bowl. Oh, why is it called a bowl? Explain that to me, please.
Why does the sun rise in the east and set in the west?
Because that makes sense.
Astrophysics.
So
That's
does
why.
football.
Yeah, because when you win a trophy, you think it has a football on it, but what's with the word super and bowl? What is it? What does it mean?
Okay. Hang on. I googled it with the power of internet.
Thank you.
So the bowl thing was already around for a while because that's what they name a lot of their college championship games at, like the Rose Bowl and all that.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know why it's called a bowl. It's just I think the college part of it came first, and then when
They just kept it?
because like the NFL is like the big version of it, they call it the Super Bowl. Yeah.
So what do they win in baseball?
Well, that's
What's the name of the trophy?
It's World Series.
Well, that's the
World
World Series,
Series
but I don't know
Cup?
that. I don't
No,
know
World
what the
Series championship.
A
I don't know what-
championship?
I don't know what
Yeah.
the name of the trophy is though.
Okay. All right.
either.
Well, for people that like sports, you guys should be on top of this. I'm just saying.
Hang on, I never said I like sports. Okay, I just
you were saying you were dropping
This guy.
names. I can't even do names. I can probably guess the Bears because there's animals in it, right?
I just
Bears.
watch.
That's a team.
I will watch
Bears
stuff.
beats Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. The Sonics the Hedgehogs. The Sonic the Hedgehogs, the Marios. You know.
Daily, I appreciate your Office reference. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, moving on from this discussion because sports ball.
Yeah, sports.
I have not been up to much. Like I was saying earlier before we started recording, this is the first weekend in a while where I forced myself to stay home and not be social and play video games for the past 2 days, and it was great.
Beautiful.
I had a lot of catching up to do because I've let the first Mass Effect drag on too long. Like I've played like 30 minutes to an hour at a time, and then I would just be like too tired and like have to get off. So like I
gotta jump back on that.
Yeah, I got a lot done.
I gotta get it going.
This weekend. I'm doing a lot of Destiny grinding because I've got some high level raiding that I'm trying to prepare to start doing. And
Do tell.
well, okay, so it's the same raid that
Okay.
I did a while ago, the one that I told you guys that I needed to get the ring for, right?
Yeah.
So they released what's called a master difficulty for it, which is
Oh my god.
so I'm trying to make sure that I'm at like the minimum power level, or in Destiny it's called the light level for that. So yeah.
Cool.
I'm trying to get ready for
No
that.
way.
There's no like special like reward necessarily.
For
It's the
unlocking it.
if
You don't get
I
another ring?
no, but if I beat it, then it's the one of the last steps I need to unlock a title in the game. And anytime you unlock a title in the game, which is it's literally like a title that goes underneath your gamer tag or whatever that you can wear whatever one you've earned. But anytime you unlock a title in the game, there is a commemorative like 1/4-inch thick gold pin that you can purchase, and people collect those like myself. So
Okay.
I try to get the title so that I can get the pin, and I've got something here in my gaming space. It's like this hexagonal shaped pad that
Collector's
pins.
item.
Well, it's like a big display backdrop that you can push these pins into. So I'm trying to like so this season of Destiny, there are 2 pins I'm going for, and one of them has to do with this raid. So
I'm super
yeah.
proud of you. That's like the geekiest thing ever.
I just collect sports cards.
I'll have to send you a picture.
That was There it is. He did it again.
Yeah. I'll have to send
Switch
you
the topic
guys
like in.
a picture of my collectible thing. It's not because I don't have like a special room for all of that, but I do have like this bookshelf kind of thing that I've been putting all that stuff on, and I've got some Batman collectible statues on there, and
Awesome.
but like the whole top shelf is dedicated to nothing but Destiny stuff that I've earned in game. So
Did you ever get that? Did you ever got that one thing yet that you worked for?
that one thing.
There was something that the ring or something. There's a
Yeah. That's what he was talking about. He's playing the same one, but now in a harder difficulty to unlock bragging rights.
Yes.
Yeah. He just said. I just summarized it. Thank you.
You did. Yeah. Yeah. So I did get I did earn the ring. It's just it won't be here for a while because like they always like show you what it's gonna look like, but then like they have to wait until the claim date has passed first, and then after the claim date, then that's when they can start going into like mass production of that specific item. So it's gonna be a while, but I just got the email that my jacket that I earned from the last raid that came out is on its way.
Oh, you gotta flex that. You gotta wear it. Send us a picture.
It will definitely be
And
indoors
pose.
because it's like a winter jacket, and it's like
I need you to pose. Yeah.
80 to 90 degree weather in Tennessee, so it's
Just
perfect
wear it
timing.
while you're sweating, and we're like, "Yo, that looks so cool.
It's so cool,
It looks
man."
super comfortable." And you look like you're about to pass out.
Yeah, I'll have to send a picture when it should get here sometime this coming week, along with my my Mass Effect Legendary Cache, which includes my life-size wearable Commander Shepard helmet that I can put on.
What?
There you go.
Wow.
If you didn't notice, Marcus takes gaming collectibles very serious.
Sometimes it depends on what it is.
If he's passionate about it.
Part of the reason I want the helmet is so that I can wear it on stream and
That'd be dope.
stream with this helmet on.
But I want to see your face, though. You gotta cover your face.
Well, it's only for like this one time. It'll be all right.
Okay, cool.
And there's no guarantee this thing's gonna fit over my head. I don't think I have like an abnormally large head or anything, but I have heard some people put these helmets on, and because it's a one size fits all, it doesn't necessarily.
I'm gonna pray for you.
It just jiggles around.
Either that or
Imagine
it's
he
too
does
small.
the stream. He does the stream, and the helmet gets stuck on him, and he's just trying to get off the whole entire time. Like, no!
The whole stream is like, "Hey guys, can you donate to me so I can go buy some butter to get this shit off?"
I mean, if it comes down to it, I've got plenty of soap and butter to get it off.
Yes, keep it right next to you.
Absolutely.
That's
well,
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it sounds like we all have our little projects we're working on. So very cool. Before we get into tonight's topic, I did pick out two very quick things of news to talk about real fast. One of them, one of you mentioned Grand Theft Auto. Oh, right, because Rolf, you're playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I was playing Dark Games.
I saw the news too.
Yeah. So
What about it?
They haven't even started.
Right. So
6?
Yeah. He says they haven't even started yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm reading this particular information off of an article from Dexerdo.com. So there's a lot of rumors that and leakers that have come forward here in the last few days, within the last 20 days specifically, about GTA 6 information. Most notably that we're looking at as far out as a 2025 release date for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Isn't that one the one that they rumored it was going to be at Vice City again?
Yeah, and there's been some leak information that shows some map screens that show a modern day Vice City with Vice City activities in them. So
ooh,
I'm really excited about that. I loved GTA Vice City, so to see
Vice City, yeah, Vice City was really good. Had the best music, the best colors, the best missions, the best story. I actually enjoyed the story a lot.
I didn't like San Andreas because I had to make my dude buff to fight.
Oh, San Andreas was fun, but it was it was too big. It was really big at the time, and then it just got bigger. All the sequels, obviously, but
yeah,
like to me, it was overwhelming. I was like, oh my god, you can work out, you can do all this stuff, like
right?
Yeah, but it was good. I have like 3 copies of San Andreas because they kept getting scratched. And you at Game Craze couldn't fix that? Yeah, I buffed them out, and then they didn't work. And then whenever somebody was trading it in, we had an abundance of them, so I was like, I'll buy one. And then I just kept it because it's a great game. I want to have a working one. So I have 3 of them, so I have to like skim through them. Like, which one is the one that plays?
Let me put this. You should just mark it.
Do you
Mark it? No, I don't
guys
like marking CDs.
do you
Mark the
guys
case with a line or something.
do you guys think that they will bring in GTA Online on this one?
Yes, of course. They can't. They can't stop that, man. It's been 3 generations of Grand Theft Auto 5, different consoles.
So that's the thing though, is like so you just said like they brought it in for the newest console generation. Sure, it's a couple years out from now, but like
I thought for sure we were going to get a new one with the next gen, to be honest with you.
I thought so too, but it makes me laugh. This is gonna be just a permanent
guess-
thing, which
I
is not
guess-
bad.
I just
Online is
wonder,
fun.
like,
Then they should just call it. Then they should just do kind of like a seasonal thing every year, where they just call Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San
Yes.
Andreas, and every year there's just like a brand new buff.
So
And
that's
just
what I
keep-
was gonna
just
say.
call it-
Yeah.
just
like instead of like tying it into the release of Vice City, like let online be its own game.
Yeah.
and just add, you know, maybe change up cities every now and then or whatever, because
Yeah,
like
kind of like what Final Fantasy does, you know.
because
Yeah.
because
Not all of
GTA
them are actual stories.
because GTA 5 has been in the top selling games lists ever since 2013 when it first came
ever
out.
since Nom.
I think it went up during the pandemic as well.
I'm
People were
sure. I'm
buying it.
sure. And unfortunately, I
never
never
had it.
really got into it. Like I played through some of the single player campaign, but I never played the online. And at this point, I just feel like there is so much tied into it. Like it would just be
Yeah,
too much for me to try to handle right
And
now.
I don't have enough money for it. Like
I'm the opposite.
There's no way I can acquire enough money online to keep up with people.
Yeah, I played the online only, and I just tried playing the storyline, and it's pretty cool. But it's like a lot of story to go through, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to sit down and go through all of this. It's a massive game. I got other games to play.
I don't want to do this. I'm tired.
No, it's just once you play like Grand Theft Auto sandbox games are fun, but when you play so many sandbox games like Assassin's Creed, I'm playing Saints Row 4, you know, like games like that, Ghost of Tsushima, you know, it just gets to the point that it's exploring to your own leisure. You get to choose a direction, so it kind of feels very, 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 very massive of like a playthrough, and especially if you're a completionist. As usual, you'll be looking at every nick and cranny and trying to do every side quest before you even beat the game, get the ultimate weapon before you fight the final boss, yada yada. I do that even with Grand Theft Auto. Like, I want to do all the side missions before I do the main mission.
I just remember on my PlayStation 2, I could enter in a code and I could walk around with like
That's fun.
with all
Yeah.
those weapons. I could just get a motorcycle. I remember trying to like get as much money as I can by just grabbing a motorcycle, going at full speed, and like seeing how far I could drift, and it would give you cash for however many feet you drifted.
Yeah.
I used to rack up on that stuff, man. I used to be the shiznit on that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Like I was playing, like I said, I was trying to play 5 with the storyline. I'm like, wow, this is still impressive, and I'm just laughing because they keep porting it, and I have it on the PS5, like the online.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just wanted to see. Was it a PS5 or still playing the PS4 version? I don't remember. But it's just I wanted to replay it again because I never played the story, and it super impressive. Rockstar is up there, but I think they take too much time dedicated only on certain like one titles. If they branch out a little more, they can be like Naughty Dog and make, you know, different type of games, not just that one series.
But I think they're almost like that. Like it's like that's their niche, and I think they're just scared to expand because they have so much tied up into.
That's a big IP. Yeah, it is a big IP.
Yeah. And
So-
now they have it. They have it now where you can do like your own private world. On Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, there's like. Yeah.
It's funny that you brought up Assassin's Creed because that kind of ties into my other news bit I was going to talk about.
Sweet.
So, as of a few days ago, and I'm getting this information is a summary from an article on Polygon.com, that Ubisoft's next Assassin's Creed game will be a live service game. I don't know if either of you all heard about this.
Explain.
So its working title is Assassin's Creed Infinity. It's a cross studio, still in house, but it's a cross studio project between Ubisoft Montreal and Ubisoft Quebec. It's defined as a title that will guide, grow, evolve, and define the overall future of Assassin's Creed. So other information in the article states that it's a pretty much in essence a games as a service with consistent updates for players. It won't take place in one historical setting, but many others. And it's what Ubisoft feels is like the next logical step in the
series.
Of Assassin's Creed.
See, this is what they got to do, right? Infinity should be just an online multiplayer game, just like they did when they were doing versus on like Assassin's Creed 2. Was it Brotherhood? I think it was with the first online experience.
Unity.
That was really was it? No.
Oh, you're talking about the
Multiplayer
actual
as in versus.
multiplayer. Yeah.
Versus like you have to, you're on a building and you're trying to assassinate someone, but there's like a few people that look like you. There's few people that look like different other characters, and among you are assassins. So you're trying to assassinate another assassin that's a gamer, and there's another assassin out there trying to assassinate you. So the whole time you're like on edge. You're like, who's gonna kill me? I gotta kill my guy before they kill me.
Yeah, but
super awesome.
I don't like being on edge. I like to.
Yes, you gotta bring it. That's a new multiplayer right there. Bring that back. That was dope. I like it. And imagine that world, making that world, and then everybody can assassinate you.
I think.
So speaking of, that's kind of ties into our topic for
Well,
today.
I'm not done. We're not done talking about this.
Let Marcus finish.
God, this man.
So cranky.
Don't drink your White Claw.
He's grumpy thrust.
What I was gonna say was, I may be in the minority on this, but I mean, I already have not really played much Assassin's Creed in the past 3 games. I haven't played Valhalla at all. I touched some of Odyssey. Odyssey and Origins were okay, but like they weren't really my thing. But honestly, this kind of just killed the franchise for me with this news.
There's too many.
It's not for me that it's too many. I mean, you're right. There are a lot of Assassin's Creed games. But for me, the story died after Assassin's Creed 3. Because...
That was really bad. Yep.
Yeah, because they... Up until the end of 3, Assassin's Creed was giving the players some sort of buy-in or reason for why it is that we're doing what we're doing. Like, why is the modern-day character of Desmond Miles going into his ancestors' story of Italy in 1501, right? Like, there's a reason for it. And then after they decided to kill off Desmond, that's not a spoiler. It's been a decade. Deal with it. Yes.
I thought he wanted to sleep.
Yeah, he went night-night forever.
Aww.
So after that, it just seemed like it was less about like the tie-in to the modern day story and more so like, oh, we just think the players want to play as these historical characters, and that's about it. And for some people, or a lot of players, I think even that's all they need. And okay, cool. That's good. If that's what you get out of it, then great. For me, it's less about the historical thing, and more about, you know, why I need some agency. I need some reason, some purpose for what I'm doing. And Ubisoft has not built an Assassin's Creed game that's given me purpose. And so now I just kind of
what was it? Origin was, it doesn't even tell you who you are. You remember that in Origins? You're just a person working in the building, and then you just right?
Unity was that way.
No, actually, Unity was that way.
Unity
one is
and Syndicate,
right?
yeah.
The new one is the girl that goes... Okay, now I remember. See, there's so many.
In Origins, Odyssey, and I think Valhalla, too, it is the same modern-day character. So that I can get behind, except I haven't touched those in a long time, so I don't know. Like, part of me wants to start the franchise over from the very beginning and just do it very slowly. And maybe one day I'll do that once I get done playing all this other stuff I'm playing. But for now,
Good luck and Godspeed. Yeah, Black Flag is one of the best ones.
Black Flag is one of the best ones. I will absolutely.
And Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations? The one with Ezio Auditore?
Yes, Ezio is in those three, yeah. And then Assassin's Creed 3 had Connor, which
the
was
guy that nobody, yeah, what? Who?
I mean, I think I did. I remember liking 3. I do. I
got disappointed.
I remember what it was about 3 that angered me the most, though. So I'm a completionist with my games, and like, I was trying. You know, if you remember, like a lot of those missions, and I think it started with Brotherhood. There would be your objectives, but then if you wanted 100% synchronization rate, you had to do like these optional objectives.
Yeah.
They're like tied into the main mission, and sometimes will make it harder. And I remember there were so many of those missions that I was cursing up a storm because
I think I did them all. Yeah.
yeah, I eventually
that.
did it too, but I was like, why are you doing this, Ubisoft? This is unnecessary. And I still did it anyway.
It was that same. It's like a same mission, but you just like make sure you kill 3 guys with like blowing up a canister.
Yeah.
Explosive, right? And you had to kill 3 guys at the same time with an explosive. And I'm like, oh, that's a challenge. You have to do the challenge on top of beating the level.
Right,
like,
right.
Yes, I had a few of those.
Mm-hmm. And like the newer ones do that too, but it's not tied in with like a synchronization or whatever.
No, that's just bonus XP, right?
It's bonus XP is all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Good game though.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's
now daily. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm done with my rant about Assassin's Creed. Hopefully, maybe they'll change my mind, but for now, I don't think so. But speaking of multiplayer,
Pirates are cool. Go ahead.
Speaking of the multiplayer of stuff, Daily is going to be the host of our discussion topic tonight.
Yes. So the topic that I want to discuss, and a lot of you guys saying, but I want to know what people prefer. Do you prefer multiplayer or do you prefer battle royale style? And the caveat to that is, do you think the old school multiplayer will ever come back?
Okay, so that I was gonna ask you multiplayer. You're talking about multiplayer versus or multiplayer co-op, or like you know what I mean?
Like back in the day when you would play Halo, back in the day when you would play Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, like versus then.
Like those kind of lobbies where like gaming was so great back then multiplayer wise.
Like 6v6 and all that, like
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like I think what really defined me was when I played Battlefield and it was a multiplayer, and it wasn't like I'm just gonna camp all day to just try to survive. It was like, no, in order for your team to win, you have to kill and you have to do objectives. So there was a lot more running around than there is now. So that's what I'm talking about as far as multiplayer. Or just in general too, like multiplayer but objective based as well. The whole genre of what a multiplayer is, rather than battle royale, because we know that battle royale has taken over by storm these past couple years. And as old heads in the gaming world, I feel like it is our duty to share with these young kids what multiplayer actually was, and kind of make them think that maybe there might be a different world out there that doesn't involve only being able to play until you die.
So hang on a second though, so you're talking about, like you said, the term old school multiplayer. So let's take a Modern Warfare as an example, like you said, like an old Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And then let's look at Modern Warfare or Cold War that's out now, multiplayer.
It's bad. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, but why is it bad? Is it bad because the game is designed differently, or is it bad because the player skill and what players do has shifted?
No, it's the first one. They put so much investment into battle royales that when Cold War came out, I literally ranked Cold War, and I've played a lot of Call of Duties. I've played every Call of Duty except for Ghost, because I was not around at that time when Ghost was around.
I beat that one. That was the only one I beat.
I've played every other Call of Duty, and this is the second worst Call of Duty I've ever played as a multiplayer.
Mm.
The
Why
only
is
thing
that?
there's two things that are saving Cold War right now, and that's zombies because they consistently come out with different zombie maps, and that they have intertwined it with Warzone, so you can play with Cold War weapons on Warzone, which means there's no meta anymore in the game of Warzone. So now everybody's running around with different play styles, which is a positive, but
Okay.
I feel like they've completely taken out the multiplayer, and it's just there's no. I've tried playing the multiplayer maps, and it's just a joke. It's a joke. Everybody runs the same weapons. Nobody cares. There's always snipers, and it's like you have
Oh yeah,
the
it's
guys
just like
that
people know where the items are and they know the
every,
respawn locations and all that.
yes, and so it becomes annoying. I remember back in the day when they made it to where they changed that up. I remember when it got so bad in Modern Warfare 2 that Modern Warfare 2 was like, all right, we're just going to start spawning you guys everywhere because everybody knows when you're going to spawn and this and that. And then that's when it was fun when they took that away. But now the new Cold War is they put you in the exact same spawn point. So you got if you are not able to take over at the beginning of the game, you're just getting sniped left and right every time you spawn. And
That sounds like fun when you're if you're the sniper.
yeah, but if you're not and you're trying to spawn into the game, you take 2 steps and somebody snipes you. It's like
Yeah, it sounds
what I mean?
frustrating.
So I'll be honest, they did not try this year. They didn't try. They were so focused on the battle royale. And it was just such a sad thing to see because it had so much potential. But we're not going to get into that part. I just want to know what your guys' side point is.
As in, what would you like which one we prefer, or
what do you guys, just in general, what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer the multiplayer, whether it's like objective based or it's a killing the other team? Or do you prefer battle royale style, Fortnite, Warzone, PUBG, that kind of thing? I just want to hear your guys' thoughts.
I'll let
And then
Marcus go first because he plays these a lot.
and then as a caveat to that, do you think that we could ever get back to the old school multiplayer?
Hmm. Go ahead, Marcus. You go first.
So as far as what I prefer, I think it depends on the game, to be quite honest with you. So the only BR that I really play is Apex Legends. I think I prefer that over Warzone. I like Warzone for, I don't want to say it's like grounded in realism because it's not, but it's a little bit aesthetically fun for me to play because like I like the way the audio works and that. I like the gun sounds. I like the idea that it's like armor plates that you use to armor yourself up. For the most part, it's a somewhat grounded experience as far as like, you know, the guns. It's not super sci-fi.
Grounded as in what? It's not. Yeah, they don't have like futuristic gadgets.
Right,
or anything
right.
Like that. Okay.
I like
Jetpacks.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, I've never really gotten much into Warzone. I've played it some, but for one, Call of Duty is notorious for being a resource hog on your storage. So like, I hate any platform I have Call of Duty installed on because it takes up more real estate than that friend that promises to only stay for a weekend and 3 months later they're still around. Like,
oh man, that sucks. Wow, that's very harsh. You know who you are out there. That sounds like you were targeting someone. Jesus.
No, I wasn't. But anyways,
okay.
So
I'll be specific.
Apex Legends is a lot of fun to me as a battle royale because you're not a generic person. Like there is some skill and some strategy to what specific character you play as when you go in, because some characters have more offensive traits and skills, some characters have more defensive, and so, you know, and it's only a 3-man team, so in a 3-player team you got a configuration of like, you know, are we just like picking whoever we want to be, or is there a strategy to this? Do we have somebody on our team that's a little bit more defensive that can get reses, like, you know, or revives a lot faster, you know, that kind of thing, right? And then, you know, everybody starts on the same playing field, which is a trait of battle royales, which is, you know, you drop in with nothing and you're supposed to find everything. And
which is fair. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like Apex runs like it seems faster to me than Warzone does. And I know like as far as battle royales, I'm only referencing 2 right now. They're the 2 biggest ones.
Outside of Fortnite.
Right. So overall, I think for the most part, I find myself playing battle royales more, and I have played Fortnite somewhat recently. I don't build at all in that game, but yeah, I think I like battle royale because everybody starts on the same playing field, and it kind of changes the dynamic. Like Call of Duty multiplayer, it seems so fast to me. It's like you drop in and it's hectic. Yeah. It's just all over the place. Whereas with a battle royale, sometimes it can be really hectic, and then other times it'll slow down, and it's a good change of pace for me. I think I like that. So I think most of the times I like battle royales more. Now with Destiny, Destiny doesn't have a battle royale. It has just straight multiplayer, and that's a whole different level of skill.
Like PvP? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's a whole different skill level. Like earlier today, I was playing the competitive version that's only available on the weekends called Trials of Osiris. It's extremely sweaty, and
it's intense.
It is extremely intense. Yeah. And I'm not.
But do you
good
find
at
yourself enjoying that versus the battle royale? Like, which one really gears you to like say you could play it all day long? Like, if you had no cares in the world and you were given 2 options, the battle royale,
you only choose one.
You could choose play Apex all day or play the Destiny PvP competitive multiplayer all day.
See,
long.
That's hard, man. That's real hard for me because like it depends on the mood I'm in. I can't say I can pick one or the other on that one because like Apex is one whole thing, but
both.
But honestly, if you're telling me, Marcus, to make that choice.
Yeah, if somebody has a gun in your head and you're like, you can only play these 2 games.
Probably Destiny. Destiny is just more near and dear to my heart than anything.
That was really quick.
Destiny was near and dear.
Next time, ask Marcus, just put a gun in his head. Which one?
He's like, I don't know, I like both. And you're like, gun to your head. He's like, oh, okay, that's.
Well, Destiny, of course. No brainer.
But Destiny has a lot more like lore and everything tied to it, so
yeah, it does.
And to your caveat, Daily, about whether I think the old school would come back. No, I don't think it will. I think it's kind of like trying to bring back tank controls from like the OG Resident Evil games. I just don't think that the modern day player base would be okay with that. Yeah.
It's different.
I just think that people are so used to it, and who knows, like multiplayer may not even be that big of a thing anymore. Like battle royale is kind of been the craze for the past few years now. So maybe the money is on battle royale for the foreseeable future, especially from a competitive standpoint, like an esports perspective too.
What's the name of that other game? Escape from Tarkov, was it?
So Tarkov isn't necessarily a battle royale in that sense, though.
That's the reason why I brought it up, because it kind of isn't, but it has.
Escape from Tarkov is like, it's if Call of Duty is like the popular guy at the party, right? And Apex is like the somewhat less popular person at the party. Escape from Tarkov is like that art student that's like hanging out on the side that has like a small following.
Wasn't invited. Wasn't invited to the party, but showed up anyways.
And there are people that are hanging out with that person too. They're like, oh yeah, that person's actually kind of cool, but it's not like as big of a group around that person as it is the popular people, right? Like Tarkov is really interesting. It's a hyper realistic survival FPS.
Okay. See, but they threw a twist on it. See, the thing is with the multiplayer, there's a variance of them. There's a variety. There is the like Apex Legends, which has kind of sort of like it's battle royale but team based with 3 players versus others. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I kind of like that concept that it's not just one team versus the other. It's a few teams trying to survive. So it's not just 1 against 1. You know, I like that, but they should make the teams a little larger. Like with Destiny, like let's say 6 players, 6v6, or like 6v6v6v6. You know, like more a larger group of people you're versing. I think that will make it feel more interesting. Like Battlefield, you'll have one side of the team and the other side of the team feels like a war. I like the war feel.
That reminds me that, yeah, I was just going to say
Go
real
ahead.
fast, like, that's a good point to kind of summarize what I was trying to say too, is like, I think multiplayer is good if you have like a set team that you are playing with.
Yes. The team base is actually to me more exciting because it looks like there's more communication going on. There's more like relying on others because they have different set of skills. Hey, can you scout over here? Or you can be my spotter. I got the sniper guy. I got my tank guy. He's gonna go forward. Like that's well, like Overwatch. Depending on what character you pick, it depends on how you play. You know, you can be a healer. You can be a tank. You know, things like that. I like that variety. Valorant. I'm not good at Valorant, but it's fun. But it's fun.
I'm a huge fan of Valorant.
But it's simple because the reason why I like it is because it reminds me of the old school multiplayer games, and it's a throwback to me. So like I enjoy those more than battle royales. Battle royales feels like it's like a kind of wannabe sandbox multiplayer game, but then it starts shrinking on you and forcing you to get closer, which sounds exciting, but once you play it so many times, it feels like it's not unique anymore. It's stale. Yeah, so they have to do something more on top of that. Like these FPS are starting to get very parkour. You're running on walls, like double jumping. You got jetpacks or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just getting very fast paced. I like that. Versus, you know, when I was growing up, I was playing Halo 2, and you always had that one set run, and you were praying to God that nobody hits you, and you start doing the silly hop like a bunny, and jumping side to side. Nobody shoots like that in real life. Imagine soldiers in real life moving like that daily. Oh God, just imagine that. Just the U.S. going to war, and all of a sudden just jumping left and right, a bunch of soldiers, and I'm like, what's going on? Just moving targets.
At that point, I retire.
Yeah, I'd be like, nope, this is not good. But when they make characters unique and with different abilities, makes the game fun. I miss Capture the Flag, even though Capture the Flag is like in everything. But I remember back in the day, Capture the Flag was Battle Royale. You know, so now everything's more unique. You know, they're adding more different types of multiplayer versus, like, remember King of the Hill? Remember that one that you had to like hold an item for the longest of times, and whoever holds it the longest, I don't know if it was a skull or a ball. A lot of multiplayers did that. Like you hold the item, and at the end of the score, whoever held it the longest is the winner. That's like I'm just like, that's like throwback little ideas, but I want something like that to be brought back and modernized. So that's why I'm looking forward to the new Halo multiplayer.
Honestly, it sounds kind of like you would enjoy Apex, because you said you like the idea of.
I played Apex.
Okay.
I played Apex, but remember, I'm still not savvy with mouse and keyboard. So it's super cool.
You can do controller with it.
Never tried it with the controller.
So I'll be honest with you, like, I was trying to do a lot of Apex with mouse and keyboard, and I still try to do it when I can. But I also have a cord running into my PC just ready to go for me to plug my controller into.
And you know, we're 3 guys, we should try that next.
Yeah.
I love Apex. Absolutely. Yeah.
You can get this. You'll be the leader.
I'll have to get back on and start leveling my character, or get my level back up. But I haven't played in a hot minute because I've been so Call of Duty based.
So
well, yeah, I like Apex style because it's team based.
Yes, team based is what makes the dream work.
So do you guys think then that all eyes, from a multiplayer perspective, do you think that all eyes are on this newest Halo game coming out to see what they do? Since
Absolutely, 100%.
I think it's not a stretch for any of us to say that Halo sort of paved the way for multiplayer experiences,
for
right?
everything.
Yeah.
For everything. They paved the way for everything.
It's nostalgic. I play it, even though like the previous ones weren't as exciting. It's just still like just something about looking at the Spartans armor and the tanks and all that stuff. It just brings back memories. That sticky grenade will never get old.
Nope.
Come on.
I know.
Plasma on the face.
Sometime late last year, I started playing through the Master Chief Collection again, and I still need to play through 4 and 5 again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what 343 Studios does, because I know a lot of people are really eager to see. I know that they've already released some things about the multiplayer, like they've showed some gameplay and all that, and I'm sure that there's an alpha and a beta sign-up program out there somewhere that you could hopefully get involved with.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I'm curious if they're sticking with their traditional multiplayer, or if they're gonna throw in a BR.
I think the hook shot looks OP though. I'm kind of worried.
From what I've heard is they are not doing a battle royale. I've heard that they are only strictly staying to multiplayer.
I keep it that way. I'm okay with it. I'm not upset about that. I enjoy when they had the large maps and you had to go across from each other. You know what I mean?
You actually had to you had to actually have to go like force yourself to go play with your opponent.
You had to go grab a warthog and you get a little partner in the back with a turret and minigun and stuff, just shooting around, and then you get shot with a rocket launcher and it's hilarious because you both died. See, good times.
See, good times.
I remember I played a game mode in Halo. I forget the name of them. It was not the Warthog, but it was the Mongoose, the ATVs.
Yes.
We would play games like jousting, where you'd have somebody driving and then you'd have somebody on the back with a hammer, and we would just drive. We would just drive at each other and try to joust with the hammers.
Yeah, that's so great. See, good memories, man. I want that back. I just want that feeling back.
I just want that feeling of euphoria of like knowing I beat some player like that didn't cheat or you like do anything like, you know what I mean? Like it's very satisfying
hitting people with a hammer. Very satisfying in thrusting people with the sword, giggity, and it just felt great. It was so smooth.
I am a fan of multiplayer. Kind of to Daly's point, like I'm a fan of multiplayer in which you win based off of skill alone.
Skill based.
That's one thing that I don't enjoy about Destiny's multiplayer, is because a lot of it is tied into, because it's a little bit more of like a looter RPG kind of style. A lot of times it's not necessarily winning or losing based off skill, but rather the gear and the perks that are on the gear.
Yeah, the weapon
and like everything. what is meta for that season. Like that's a big point of contention, is like there's always like a meta for the season. Like, okay, they buffed shotguns with this particular trait this season, and they've nerfed this. Yeah, and it's just I've never been a fan of that. Like if I'm gonna win in a fight, it's gonna be because I'm just outskilled you. It's not because you had this gun that has 2 traits on it that work well together, and it murdered me.
They should have let you just keep your special weapons on story mode, and as soon as you play multiplayer, everything's default as generic weapons. You know, like a shotgun, a rifle, a handgun. Everything should have been the same par all around, so that way it will be just based on skills. But when you have a rifle that can rapid fire and you have like quick reload, it kills the balance of the game. Or like some weapons, like if you shoot them in a headshot, they explode or something like that. So you get like extra little abilities that will make you win. So it's kind of broken, but it's still fun. When you have that weapon, it's fun, but it feels broken. And if you're like Daily and you don't have that, you're gonna say that the game is cheating and the system's broken.
I don't know.
And the respawn is not right.
So no. So here's the thing that I think ruined multiplayer in general, and you guys might think that I'm crazy. I think level weaponing and having to grind weapons to get attachments ruined multiplayer in general.
Oh, well, it keeps you coming back, but yeah, I think it did break it because Halo didn't have that at all. You just pick up a weapon and kill.
Exactly. You just picked up a weapon, and that's where the skill base
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
knowing that you had, like, if you pick up a sniper, you're like, okay, well, this is only going to do so good. You know,
Isn't Apex like that? You pick it up, you land, you try
Yeah.
to look for a weapon, you pick it up.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that works.
But I mean, if you're looking at like modern day stuff, it's like so. For instance, like now, if you play like the Call of Duty League or anything like that, they're multiplayers. It's all about who's got the meta, like Marcus was talking about, and with the attachments. And so I don't really enjoy it as much. I really enjoyed the multiplayer TTK. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand what that means.
TTK is
Okay.
time to kill.
Time to kill. Time to kill.
Oh, okay.
Like 7
Okay.
shots, 5 shots.
I was under the impression though that in actual like Call of Duty League games, they default the guns down
They
to
do. They
okay.
do. They do. So they actually ban all the metas when you're playing. You're not allowed to use a meta weapon. So if it's a broken weapon, they immediately ban it. So like at the beginning of the year, when Cold War first came out, the AK-74U was like the most unstoppable weapon. I hate playing with it because as soon as somebody got that, it was over. Like game set match, it had the fastest fire rate, had the most damage. Like you couldn't compete unless somebody double teamed you. Compete against it 1v1. So when they did the Call of Duty League, they said nope, can't do it. You cannot use that weapon. Which I was like that's fair. Like if there's a sniper that's OP, or a SMG that's OP, an LMG that's OP, all you're gonna do is get people to run with it. But now what they're saying is like in the new league, they're saying that like one person can only have that one. So if we were all 3 playing together, and neither one of y'all can use this AK-74U, you'd have to pick another weapon to run with. And that's what I like, is like I kind of like it in that sense, is like you're putting the skill to what everybody's good at. For the people that like are super busy, maybe we just want to pick up the game and play the game without having to worry about leveling, because it doesn't bring me back. I don't like to do that. As an old head in the gaming world, I don't want to grind my weapon out. I want to grind the leaderboards. I want to grind objectives. You know, like I just don't like doing it. So that's just my thought on that.
Well, we shared our emotions of how we feel about it, and I think we're good with what we chose. I'm more of an old school. I want something like Halo. Ginger thought something like Apex, I guess, right? He said.
Yeah, I'm fine with like a good BR as long as
equal like team based and stuff.
Equal
really good.
skill, but give me some individual ability like in the characters I choose, so I'm not like some just generic blueberry that hops in.
Yeah. That's cool, guys. Well, that sounds like we decided. We've decided. The one best multiplayer game of all time was Halo 2.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe Halo 3, but okay.
No.
That's your guys' thought process. Okay.
Hey, first of all, yes, it's a Godfather. We just agreed it was the one that brought it back.
Yeah.
And then Call of Duty followed. And
Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite multiplayer.
Okay.
And then I will give you Halo 2 as second. I will give you that 100%.
Blasphemy first.
Well, obviously we all have some strong opinions on it, but I think we, like Rafa was saying, we did get our thoughts out there, and you guys out there listening or watching, please let us know, like, what do you prefer, standard multiplayer or battle royale? And what do you think the future's bringing? What would you like to see come back? We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on it, so please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You guys can find us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at XP Galore. That's all our social medias. You can find us there. As well.
What about the other one? What that?
Buzzsprout as well.
There
Look at him.
For
I'm
all your
so
audio
proud.
needs.
You heard him stutter? He was stuttering.
You can also upgrade to Wheezy Bell. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
There it is. Evolved form.
Yeah. But no, just check us out on all social media platforms. And yeah, that's all I've got. That was my topic. really cool insight from you guys. Glad to hear your guys' input.
Absolutely, and we're always willing to explore stuff that's either out of our comfort zone or just things we don't think about much. So
Exactly. Legend of Zelda is the best game ever made of all time.
okay,
Yeah.
Raphael, take us home.
Wait, what? What?
Take us home.
I'm just stating facts.
Just take us home.
Oh,
Just
it's
take us home.
Totally a fact. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings, everyone. Thank you for listening to XP Galore. We're just ranting, sharing our thoughts. Thank you for joining us. If you have any thoughts you want to share, just type it down and just post it because somebody's gonna read it. I don't. You guys gonna read it?
Yes.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll read it.
Absolutely.
See
We
what
are
I mean?
here
So,
for your thoughts.
we're sharing. It's a galore, people. Galore means, what does it mean again, guys?
A lot.
There it is. See, a lot what that guy said. So just please follow us, subscribe, and continue listening to us, and we'll continue chatting back and forth. So be safe, take care. My name is Rafael, aka Dr. Stigma.
My name is Marcus, aka Thrusty Wood.
My name is Daly, aka Captain Cummingsworth.
Oh god. And this was XP Galore, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, everybody.